So,
oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Start dressing as a I can see you coming with like ripped jeans, backwards hat, some eyeliner. Actually, would be funny if you guys did like a Sparks Halloween party and you all had to dress like that. That you could probably pay admission. Probably.
I don't know if it works out for other teams, but for us, it doesn't matter how we do it, first pool or second pool. As long as we win our challenge match tomorrow, we're in goal. It doesn't matter. If you go 0 for today, it's to win that first match tomorrow, we'll be in goal.
Now what if you win everything today and lose
silver?
Seriously. That's ridiculous.
And we are, like, our last match today starts at 8:30, right?
Yeah.
Whether we're working or playing, we're here at 8:30. We play at 8 o'clock in the morning. Is that stupid?
Yeah. This whole thing is weird. Like, I've never seen six pools of 3. Like, there's a bunch of other ways they could have done that.
We only have 13 teams in our tournament in our bracket. So we have 3 pools of 3 and a pool of 4.
This is kind of like a throwaway one, I think. I feel like it is. And I'm not entirely sure why we're in America, because like there's only 8 teams in national, and they're all teams that we played a bunch, so I don't.
I was watching 16 Blue, but they seem to be getting tired, so I figured I'd come over and watch this, see how this is going. You guys are this afternoon too, right? Yeah. Anybody text you about traffic or accidents?
We saw cops on the way out.
I got somebody coming from way out, Avenues, and she's like, yeah, we ran into an accident, we're not even going to get there until like 2:40. I'm like, it's still 20 minutes before I need you. I'm like, I'm okay with that. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, we do too. So that's what I said. I'm like, you can? Are you in a 3T pool? That's the same setup we have, yeah. Yeah, that's what we have. We have no money. Yeah.
PA Patriot, I wish I was at the Polaris Lounge right now. That sounds awfully nice. Where are you going to? I now sound like I'm flirting with the PA Patriot.
7 pools. Oh, one's a 5-team pool. Take that whole 5-team pool and spread out, yeah. You'd have 2 3-team pools. And then the rest of the 4-team, and you're done. Yep, they're going to keep us here.
Oh, shut up. That would be pretty nice. But hey, I'm here making sure that you exotic people can watch this game that is underway. I should probably move this thing a bit. I didn't realize that the team was in the way. Let me reposition. There we go. There's Chilcote with the dig to May. And Halveston with the kill. She got blocked, but it went out. Emily May up to serve. They're looking at that one. That one did go out on the block, so that's a point for Sparks. And there's a big ace from Emily May.
The only other aspect I like about different tournaments, different schedules, is that you need players. If somebody's sick, something happens, I can't follow anybody.
And there's some blocking going on there from Halveston and Gaddy. I don't know that it actually went over, but it's another point for Sparks. Sarah Scherner with a big hit there. And Jess Chilcote with a nice dig. Emily May gets it over to Halveston, who tips it, and ECP hits it a couple times, trying to get it over. Point Sparks. Sadly, I can't see the score from where I'm at. And May hits that one out, and ECP rejoices as if they just won something big. And Dunn hits that one off to the side. So the score is 5 Sparks, 3 ECP, although ECP just got a little tip there, so that's 4 serving 5. Looks like they surprised us a bit on that one.
I don't know if they're hosting. I don't know any of the colleges hosting. I heard Kutztown was.
And May lost that fight, that duel, 5-5. Yeah, and be more aggressive. Kick out with your leg. Hit them in the shins. And ECP serves that one into the net. 6-5, Sparks.
So it's small divisions.
Hey, Kyle.
And that's why it's 2-day, not 3-day.
So it looks like...
When you have a break, can I grab my stuff
Oh,
from under you?
go for it, go for it. Sorry. I had it over here, but then they were in the way, so. Oh, no, you're good. Nice game in that last one. That was awesome. We were pulling for you guys.
Scherner with the big hit. And Sparks serves again. Just lost track of the score again as I had a little technical glitch. Ava Propsner with a big serve. And Kira Dunn with a nice dig to gets to May and over to Hoy. Hoy gets that one. May puts it up. Back to Hoy, who looks for the corner. Nice dig from ECP, but then a less good play. And Sparks gets that.
It's small. I think we're still staying for the 2 outs. Go down and stay.
7.
All right, so we have 7-4. Sparks. Ava Propsner serving again. Oh, that one caught May a little bit by surprise, but she's able to get a hand on it, and Scherner gets it over to Hoy, who puts it in. Propsner with a good pass. May sets it to Hoy. I think that's a good one. And that one goes out. So that's 8-4 Sparks.
I just got pins for the Bulls.
Sorry.
And Propsner serves it, 8-4. Scherner with a little block there. Dunn scoots her way up front to get it. And, off of the block, Helveston pops that one backwards. Can't get to it. And that's 5 serving 8. Helveston hits that one out. 6 serving 8.
Because that's what he's limited to. Right. Yeah. So, I'm like, he's going to be very
Inside
tough.
out Sparks. Helveston comes back to serve. And that's 9 serving 6. Nice serve from Helveston. Scherner gets a hand on it. Is able to play it off the net, which is nice. And Helveston's able to pop that one back, and Propsner helps it out. And Hoy is able to get it over, but doesn't. Not sure where the violation was there, but that winds up being ECP's balls. Looks like the ref is coming over to show away some.
We were here last time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch my girls
I
play.
didn't say anything to you.
It seemed like you did.
I said we were here last time and it wasn't a problem. I wasn't referring to anything about you.
You have no idea, PA Patriot. I'm not in the mood for this bullshit. Sorry for the missed calls, guys, with the this ignorant team from Maryland here. And that's it's like the whole scrim moved on that one. Clearly these guys don't understand the protocol of after your team's done, you move, you get your fat asses up and move, and people that want to watch their girls play can watch them play. So now we're back. Boy with a nice hard swing there. Propsner puts it up to Scherner. Dunn sends it over. I'll get you guys a score as soon as I can. That one goes into the net. And we've got, looks like 12 to 13. Oh, 12 to 22? I have no idea what they're saying. They're holding up a bunch of fingers, they're mouthing things. No clue. Dunn gets that one to Scherner. Over to Gaddy for the hit. Hoy, good serve. And Hoy gets her own one. Nice little tap there by Scherner, but we got a carry on that one. Oh, we're going to get a score in a second here, I think. Oh, 13 to 10. There we go. So Sparks is up 13 to 10. Dunn receives, and Scherner can't get to it. It's like the wheels got a little, something got stuck in the spokes there. Dunn gets that one. That time Scherner gets it to Gaddy for a good swing. Dunn puts that one up. Back up to Scherner. And big Jess Chilcote hits that one down the middle. Dunn, nice little hit. Scherner pushes it forward. Chilcote up to Scherner. Dunn past the 10-foot line. She's just keeping her foot on it there. She gets that one, and then Abnett looking for the corner, but it goes out. Kapow! Got to say it again. Viola Kapai with a nice hit. And Kira Dunn coming back. Row 6. Up to serve. See if she could bring some heat. Ooh, nice short serve. Looked like she was aiming for number 7 there. And Helveston put it up, and Gaddy was a little too far out on that one. Dunn gets that one. Over to Scherner. And then Gaddy swings. And that one goes off the net and down. Point Sparks. Emily May up to serve. That's an ace for Emily May. With any luck, we'll have the scorers table. Turn those scores around. Get you another update. And Emily gets another one. Just falls right in. Ace for Emily May. 17-13 is the score. Sparks up. Nice serve by May. Chilcote pops it up to May, and then Gaddy takes a nice leap. Gets that one. Ooh, that was a tricky little one. May's there, but Kira Dunn is able to help out, and Scherner keeps it in play. Nice dig there from May. Kira Dunn comes charging off to get the second ball. This is her duty if the setter gets the first one. And ECP can't play that one into the net. That's 18-13. And that one's out. So it's 19-13 Sparks. And timeout ECP. I'm sorry. I'm just watching their libero. I don't know what kind of moves she's making. Dunn puts it up to May, and Scherner with a nice hit slides down the ECP block. All right, keep an eye on ECP's libero. She's cracking me up. I don't know. I think she's brain damaged. Chilcote gets that one up to May, and Helveston gets blocked, but Dunn's able to get a nice dig, and then Sarah Scherner with a great kill. They got to stop distracting me. It's 21-13. I think she needs some Ritalin or something. Or May. Ooh, May slapped the baby there. And they can't get the third one. So Sparks keeps rolling on, 23-13. Should we take bets on whether or not Emily May could finish this out? Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Em. What's that? I need a color analyst, Greg. You should play the role. Just tried to recruit color analyst, and Greg Ashman, he turned me down flat. Jess Chilcote playing that with her upper chesticle, and then ultimately gotten over by Gaddy. Gaddy gets it again to May, back to Gaddy. It's blocked, it falls right down. That's 24 to 14. And Ava Propsner will come in to try and end this set and keep our guys undefeated. Big Ava Props with a good serve. Oop, and that one just finds a hole. Little lazy there. 15 to 24. Propster to May. Helveston. Oh, I thought that one stayed in. Guess not. 16-24. Dunn gets that one. Emily May sends it backwards, but Dunn's able to punt it back in. And that one is out. And that's the set. My bad. Thought it was the set. Guess it wasn't. I guess we only had 23. Now, that one should be it. Right? There we go. That's it.
How are you? Job going good? Good. Good.
All right, it's our 8th set of the day. 7-0 so far, trying to see if we can get a complete clean slate. Or not a clean slate, a I don't know, undefeated slate. So apparently, as Coach Greg informs me, today's matches mean absolutely nothing, apparently. But now the girls are pointing at me and laughing.
I think she was waving at me.
So yeah, apparently today means absolutely nothing, as there's a challenge game tomorrow morning that basically determines whether we go to gold or silver bracket in the end, and that one's out. A little help from Coach Mel there. 1-0 Sparks. Emily serves it at the gyrating libero. Done. Nice pass to May. And Helveston kills the hell out of that one. Trying to determine if looks like Coach Zobes has a fork in her hair. I'm not sure. Oh, and Emily May just completely took number 3 by surprise. That was like, what? Was that a ball coming at me? 3-0 Sparks. Have a safe flight, Mr. Scherner. You can watch the rest on delay when you get to Buenos Aires.
Find out.
Another serve from May. And Scherner with a kill. That's 4-0 Sparks. They're just rolling on along. It is 5-0. Oh right, I forgot you're a fancy flyer that you get to have the connected internet on the flight. Man, I'll tell you. One day I want to be like Jim Scherner. Maybe you need to get me a job there, pal. All right. Emily May looking to see if she could serve 25 straight. Done. Nice pass. May sets it over to Gaddy, who takes a good swing and a kill. As that bumps right off of number 11. 6-0. May sends that one back to number 3. She caught her snoozing before. Chilcote gets a nice pass there to May. And Helveston wins the duel, gets that one over. Chilcote pops that one up. Again to May, and Gaddy with another swing. And the spastic libero is able to get that one up. Done! Is able to scooch over and get that, and May gets it to Scherner for the hit. Chilcote gets that pass. Dunn settles it down. He gets it to Gaddy for the kill. 7 Sparks. And ECP is still on the schneid. Ace! Emily May again taking advantage of her little buddy number 3 over there. That Sparks 8. ECP nada. Emily's just she is just brutalizing that back row. I think they might have to call child services if Emily continues this. 9-0. And Chilcote gets that one to May. Gaddy with a long swing and gets it inside. 10-0. Sparks is just on fire. El Fuego. We got very Spanish after we found out that Mr. Scherner was headed to Buenos Aires. May with the dig. Dunn puts it over to Scherner, who targets their libero. And Dunn gets that one. Pass to May. And then Gaddy, another leap, another strong swing. Man, she's having a good game. Chilcote to May. Gaddy again. Another point for Gaddy. 11-0. Gaddy with the dig this time, and May gets over. And Gaddy gets the hit. Nope, that one into the net. Sparks is at 12. ECP 0. May gives them a tough one to handle. Chilcote with a nice pass. May short set to Helveston, who gets it over. Dunn puts it up to May. Gets it to Gaddy. And that one, Gaddy gets up to May, and Gaddy will get her own set. Oh, and that one went off the tips, and Chilcote couldn't get it, and the run ends there. 1-12. Nobody wanted to end that one, but it was a deserved point. Not a mistake there. You too. That was an ace for ECP. Finding the back row there. Not that time. That one's into the net, and the score is now 2-13. Propsner coming back. Good serve off of Helveston's fingers, but Hoy's able to get it up to May. Back to Hoy. Oop, Dunn sends that one into the crowd. That's 3 serving 13. Good call there. What? Oh, no. Line judge didn't get that one right. That one was out, but they called it in. You guys have the replay. You could watch. So that's 4-14. Dunn to May to Hoy. Good swing. Dunn will get that one. A nice, calm pass. May gets to Scherner. Scherner's able to play it off the net. And a little miscommunication there, but Propsner got that to Hoy and over. And again, Propsner and Dunn kind of getting in each other's way a little bit, but ultimately a good hit by Hoy, and it's all good. when the point comes. So it's 15 serving 4. Elviston with a good serve. Propsner puts it up to May. Scherner takes a big swing. Again, Propsner to May. And Hoy, running start, and gets a kill there. Definitely want to see how many points Hoy and Gaddy have today. They're combining for a lot. That's Elviston with a nice dig, and May pushes a tricky little one over, and Elviston hits that one into the antenna. So it'll be 5 serving 16. And a lazy serve into the net, but the ref is indicating something. I don't know if that's, I guess that's a point for, it must have been an out of rotation call. Oh, they're finally discovering the Abnett and Hoy out of rotation issue that Coach Craig brought up in the last game. That was he had warned them about that, so I think they finally got called for that. So I believe the score is 6-17. And that's called a double. And Sparks gets it back. I want to say the score is 6-18, although I'm not entirely sure. Nice serve, and that's not an ace, but it's a point for Sarah Scherner and the team. And we have a timeout from ECP, 18-6. Sparks. 7 points away from a lossless day. And the Karens back here are still complaining about being moved from the back of the row. They should just be happy that they actually won a match that they weren't supposed to. That one's out, and Sparks goes up 19-6. I wish we could play and beat them all over again. Oh, beautiful ace from Scherner, and she hears it from her team, 20-6. That's a swing and a line drive to the outfield, 21-6. Sparks. And there's a nice short serve, just barely came off her fingers, and Scherner with another ace. 22-6, looking really, really good. Hope they can carry this into tomorrow, because even though the competition hasn't been the best. The girls look really, really strong today. Abnett gets a block. Dunn gets one hand on it, but couldn't salvage the play there. Hoy helps her up. 7 serving 21. And the gyrating libero sends one over. Hoy gets it to Scherner, back to Hoy. Nice block from Abnett for a point. Wingspan was up on that one. 22-7. Liv Hoy back to serve, looking for 3. Dunn puts that one up. Back set, Scherner to Abnett. Abnett gets the point as ECP can't return it. Ace for Hoy. And that's the match. Sparks dominating today. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Tune in. This is Jeff saying adios.